Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new, my name is Brendan and we teach that what you are thinking, feelingly, and imagining throughout your day is creating your physical experience. Now, yesterday we talked about things that seem impossible to manifest, for example, physical changes. And in that video I talked about the discussion I had with a close friend of mine that although they were able to manifest a seemingly impossible specific person, relationship, they have difficulty trusting that they can change something like genetics, for example, like bone structure, physical changes, which a lot of people really want to change. So, whether you're trying to get something like physical changes or you're trying to get a relationship, a car, more money, whatever it is, no matter what you're manifesting, the best advice is to be, as Neville Goddard said, living in the end. Living in the end, okay? And what that means is you're not just spending a few minutes here and there imagining and thinking from the state of fulfillment and then going back to being a part of this physical world, identifying with the facts of the world as you see them right here, right now. I told this girl because she said, I don't want to feel that I have everything, that I really am everything I desire. And then when I open my eyes, I look in the mirror, I come back, and I'm here in this negative reality. Okay, she didn't use the word negative, but you can imagine. But what I told her is the same thing that I want to tell everyone who wants to manifest anything, and that is don't come back. If you can attain that state of fulfillment within yourself, whether it's joy, peace, love, self acceptance, happiness, relaxation, whatever it is that you're after, that feeling that you would get from having the physical change or whatever it is that you desire, being real, here and now, fulfilled, don't come back from it. Now, I'm not saying force yourself to stay in the state all day long, but don't come back. And what I mean by don't come back is don't come back to the negative feelings and identifications and thoughts and states. Okay? You don't have to force yourself to feel 10 out of 10 amazing, happy, joyful all the time. That may not be very natural for you. That's why I put so much emphasis on relaxation, peace, things that would come naturally as an effect of your desire being fulfilled. So just don't come back to wondering if it's going to happen, how it's going to happen, fearing about it, being doubtful, being impatient, because none of that is going to help. Then you're being double minded, right? In the Bible, it says, let not the double minded man believe he should receive anything from the Lord. So that's why you don't come back and be double minded. You live in the end, you stay there, okay? You stay in a state of fulfillment. Again, not forcing some extreme positive, but simply not allowing yourself to come back and react to this physical world. You have to become indifferent. That doesn't mean that if you see something in your physical world that appears to be out of alignment with your ideal, or it appears to take you steps backward instead of steps forward to your desire in this physical reality, the way it looks, okay? So you see that, you don't have to feel joyful, okay? You don't have to lie to yourself and say, this is the most amazing thing that they didn't text me back, they completely ghosted me. No, that's not what you're doing here. What you're doing is you're becoming completely indifferent. It shouldn't bother you because you know that within you, in the reality, capital R, of imagination, you already have what you desire. So no matter what's going on outside, it should not change your state. It should not change your state of consciousness from one of peace and relaxation or happiness, acceptance, gratitude. It should not change your state from that to a state of, oh no, I'm never going to get it. All these negative thoughts, feelings, maybe spiraling. Don't let these things happen to you. Don't come back to that. That's what's going to prevent you, okay? That's the logical, rational, reasoning mind, which Neville Goddard called the interference between you and the power that you really are. Okay, that's what's going to stop you because the mind is so logical. It's like, yeah, we can manifest it, we imagined it. Now, what do we do? Now, what do we do? It wants something to do. And I have felt this as well. It doesn't mean that if that comes up, you're not going to succeed. But I'm telling you that the more you can let go of the logical part of the mind, the rational, reasoning part of the mind that thinks you have to do something physically to make your desire fulfilled, or thinks that you need proof, or you need to see something on the outside for yourself to feel how you want to feel, the easier you let that go, the more smooth and effortless your process will be of manifestation. So, for an example, I was going back and forth a lot because I was planning a trip which I actually took last month to Italy. Okay, it took like a 3.5 week trip. Absolutely beautiful. Saw 4 cities, amazing food, amazing views, everything. Perfect trip, perfect in every single way. But when I was trying to get my tickets, I saw how expensive it was and it didn't feel very possible. So there were times where I would just leave it, right? I would do my best trying to honor what I read in Richard Dott's book, Banned Money Secrets, and think as little as possible about money because that's what someone who is already abundant would do. Someone who's abundant would not think, oh, do I have enough money to take this trip? When is the price going to go down? When am I going to get enough money? Am I going to get the sales? Is this going to work? All these questions are out of alignment with fulfillment. That is going back. That is not living in the end. Living in the end, I already had the ticket. Matter of fact, I already went and it was already a perfect, wonderful trip. So I was only delaying my success every time I was going back to thinking, oh, maybe I should do this. Maybe I should put out more videos. Maybe I should make something new and sell it. Maybe this or maybe that. Trying to do all these logical things was only holding me back. And the more I was able to let that go, then I happened to check one day and the ticket prices were half off, literally half off. I got like a $500 flight round trip to Italy. And that is like unheard of. It's insane. So you have to know that when it's time, you'll know. You won't miss it. So you don't have to do anything. You don't have to force anything. Just don't go back. Don't go back to those negative limiting states, those states of wondering, those states of being unsure, those states of doubt, worry, fear, impatience, any of that. Recognize that everything is made to work out for you. But anytime that you're trying to meddle in it, you're trying to control, and you don't trust the process, you are creating interference between you and the power that you are. So don't go back. Just as I told this girl, feel all that you want to feel. Don't limit yourself because you think it's going to hurt to come back to this world. Don't come back to this world. Be delusional, 100% delusional. The people who are willing to believe the impossible achieve the impossible. And then everyone just says, oh, now this is possible. And other people will start to do it. The same way when someone breaks a record in the Olympics. Before, it was never possible. It couldn't have been done until someone does it. So are you going to be the person with the belief and the power and the trust in your greater self that is literally God, the subconscious, the universe, all that there is, and breaks through what others would call impossible? Okay? To me, this trip seemed impossible, but it worked out beautifully. It worked out magically. It's incredible. It opened my eyes to what is possible in this world. I've manifested several trips. I have videos on this, but just know that going abroad, doing all these things, it really is such a display of how faith works. And that was a product of not going back. I decided I'm going on this trip. It's done. So what am I doing still worrying about it? And then one day I got the urge to check the prices and I happened to see, I don't know if it was a sale, I don't know what was going on, but I immediately knew to make the purchase because it was such a great deal. It was $400 off, literally half price. So I'm telling you, things that you don't even know how they could happen will happen. Conspiring, literally, your universe, your world is conspiring to make your dreams come true. But every time you come back to those negative states, you are creating a delay. So stop living in two states, okay? You need to decide for sure what you want and let your desire be strong enough that you're willing to sacrifice, give up completely the negative states about it. A lot of us say we want one thing, and then when it comes to actually honoring that and being the person who already has it, we aren't able to let go of whether it's victimhood or anger or just negative feelings and states in general about it. So recognize that. And if it's hard to recognize that, if you don't know where you're going wrong, you've been trying all these techniques, all these things for a long, long time, don't be afraid to ask within for help. Okay? Nothing is hidden from you, but you have to at least become open to receiving guidance. And that's not guidance from anyone else. Don't take anyone's word on blind faith, not even mine. Okay? Everyone is different. So what I speak now may not work for you right now. Maybe in the future it will. Maybe it works now and in the future you'll develop some other way of doing things that works better. So don't take anyone on blind faith, but always go within yourself because you are your greatest teacher. So if you need guidance, if there's something you don't know how to do, then allow yourself to ask within. Say, all positive beings that are offering assistance, I am open to you and I am asking, please guide me in this process. Enlighten me unto the highest and best way. I trust you completely. And then relax, okay? That's also manifesting because it allows you to open up to the guidance, okay? Maybe you have resistance to actually getting the thing you're trying to get. But when you open yourself up to receive the guidance that will give you the perspective, the wisdom, whatever is necessary to get you what you're actually after, then that's success. That's success. So that's why the key is, right, after you pray, you just say thank you. You say thank you and you relax as though it's already done. You go about your business. The whole point of manifestation is so that you can live life how you want to live it. But so many people are turning it into a struggle. So many people are turning it into, oh, I can manifest, so now my entire obsession is going to be, how can I get what I want? And you become so focused on things that you forget that it's actually just what you are. It's literally here to show you how powerful and amazing and incredible you are. But people turn it into this like a perversion, okay? And, we're all guilty of this. When we learn about something as incredible as manifestation, you want to know what you can do. But when you become so oriented on actual things, you get tricked into looking outward again. Remember, the kingdom of heaven is at hand. It's literally within you, okay? Everything you desire is within you. So don't get tricked into thinking that you can't feel how you want to feel until it actually comes physically. That's the trap. Everything exists here and now in the reality, capital R, of imagination. So go within your imagination, access the state of consciousness that you already have, whatever it is you want, or that you already are, whoever you desire to be. And then don't go back. Do not go back. Don't say it's too hard. Don't say, I don't know how it's going to happen. Don't say, I don't know when it's going to happen. It's done. It already happened. So what kind of thoughts are you having now? What kind of life do you want to live? What are the things you actually care about? And do those things. Live a full life. Because if you're just chasing after things, then you're all about the destination, when the whole point is the journey. There's only this present moment now. And if you can't enjoy the now, you're going to miss it when you get what you think you wanted so bad. I'm sure you found this helpful. If you're interested, you can check out my Stan store where I have my course, Detachment Mastery, and some other things, including a few free downloads you can check out. As always, thank you so much for watching. I love you all very much, and I will see you next time. Take care.